Alright, today we're going to cover a series on tornadoes. Recently, where I live, there's kind of a series of tornadoes that hit close by, maybe 20 miles away, so pretty close. But it's pretty typical for the Midwestern United States. There's usually some tornado warnings, and occasionally a tornado hits. They're mostly in Oklahoma, but they do hit Ohio, Indiana once in a while. So we'll see how it goes.
Alright, the question of the day is, who is Vasily Kandinsky?
Alright, let's run through the colors. Mars black, titanium white, primary yellow, Delaware yellow, raw sienna, burnt umber, Van Dyke brown, phthalo green, phthalo blue, quin red, rolly red dark. Let's get the party started.
Pushing the kid to the side, I don't know if you thinking I'm blind. Cross on my crosses and dot on my eyes. Done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing. I needed some personal time. All the pictures, dimensions, I done with your digits. I mean it, I'm staying inside. Cause they got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub.
Alright, so we kind of got the sky in here. I don't think it's dark quite enough. It's getting there. It's got like blue, but I think a little bit darker blue. And then add in the stars again. So we'll just layer that in. Hopefully that'll look better the last time. We got some good contrast in here. Maybe just a little bit more contrasty and kind of more contrast between the tornado and the background here a little bit. And I think we should be done. We just have to layer it in a little bit more.
Problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with a who line for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother, I barely could trust you. I talked to a shorty, she bagging the bugging. And I'ma need all of my dollars on corporate, so hand me the money, I divvy the pie. I'ma give all of my people a portion to build them a fortune. I'm flipping the ride. I can't be mixy when iffy the vibe. And 40 on 50 is really the time. Why are you all on my phone like you want me? Like you wasn't pushing the kid to the side. I don't know if you thinking I'm blind. Cross on my crosses and dot on my eyes. Done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing. I needed some personal time. All the pictures, dimensions, I done with your digits. I mean it, I'm staying inside. Cause they got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that.
So the question was about Kandinsky. So he's one of the more important painters of the 20th century. He got to start with kind of Fauvism and all that. He studied in Russia, originally studying economics and law, and then he moved into painting at age 30 when he was in Germany. And then World War I broke out, and he moved to Russia to kind of escape that, and taught under the early kind of supremacist, socialist style before it became really in kind of off the deep end. You know, once it became more fanatical. Then he left, went back to Germany, helped found the Blue Rider Group, which is kind of a very important art movement within that time frame. And then he moved on to kind of the real abstract version that he's really known for, with lines and circles, which is almost pure abstraction, and it's always kind of symbolized as St. George on the horse, supposedly, in these lines and circle paintings. So that's Vasily Kandinsky. And he lived right before the end of World War II, so he didn't live through a really easy time frame as far as, you know, seeing the Russian Revolution, World War I, and then World War II, and he never saw the kind of the completion and peacetime of World War II and later peacetime in his life. But he did have a really great art movements of the time period.
Alright, we just finished the painting. Let's take a closer look. So this one's kind of nice in the aspect that the tornado is pretty small overall to the composition, so it creates a really good focal point, which I think on the other, some of the tornadoes I did before had this really large tornado, which is really cool, but it doesn't really follow a really good composition level as far as thirds. And this one kind of has that feel of, you know, thirds level as far as the tip of the tornado in the sky is probably about a little bit over half, but then it kind of takes you through this 1/3 of the sky, and then it has a lot of dramatic color effect, but basically that focal point is really strong, and then everything else kind of cascade off of it. This one is really cool in the aspect that you see the stars as well. I didn't use a gloss effect, which would have been a much better way to do the stars, but I just kind of flicked paint and let it see how it went. So I could have done the sky a little bit better. I like the high color contrast in this. It's really dramatic between the different blues, reds, purples, orange. So that's really strong, I think, color-wise. And it's probably, you know, probably the best composition out of the 4 tornadoes I just did. So hopefully you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, subscribe below. And I'll see you in the next painting video. Thanks for watching, guys.
With your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes, I'm mixing, I know